I've been working from home for over 3 years now in the field of IT, and today I want to break down the best parts and the worst parts about it. I write SQL statements and then I use a business intelligence tool in order to display this data for operations to run their business. Now, I do this for a large e-commerce retailer, so everything's online. This may sound boring, but I love it. It gives me the freedom to be creative with how I want data to be displayed for operations. So then I get their feedback and then I make adjustments as needed. I do this for multiple sites. They're all warehouses across the US. It's a large online retailer. In addition, I manage a lot of other analysis projects where I'm writing SQL statements, pulling data, providing analysis for operations to make their business decisions. So in this role, I'm working across the whole US, but I'm able to do all of this from the comfort of my own home. Now, a work from home position didn't happen immediately. I had to prove to my managers that I could handle it by working in the office physically for 3 years leading up to it before I asked about working from home. I would love to make a video about how you too can get a job working from home. So please subscribe, please like this video, and I will provide that in the future. So, what are the best parts of working from home? First one is you don't waste all this time getting all fancied up and looking good because you're the only one at home. There's no one else that you need to impress because all of your business is going to be done through emails or on the phone, which it mostly is anyway, even when you're in an office. So this gives you more time in the morning. Anytime before 8 a.m. or whenever your day starts, you can catch up on reading about the industry that you're in, or work out, or make yourself a healthy breakfast. It also saves you money by not having to buy specific clothing to work in an office setting. Now, be wise about your extra time and your extra money here. Don't waste it. This is a great opportunity, so you definitely want to take advantage of. The next benefit of working from home is that you're not bothered by these random conversations that come up throughout the day in an office. This allows you to better focus on the task at hand and become a more efficient employee. You actually get more done throughout the day while working from home than you do from the office. Now, I'm not suggesting that you become antisocial. You need to make sure that you're still catching up with coworkers before meetings, on calls, but you can keep these conversations short. Whereas if you're involved in a conversation in person, sometimes they just draw on and on. Now, what you also want to do is make sure that you're physically in the office at least once a week or a couple times a month, depending on how far away it is, so you can get that face-to-face time with your coworkers. Another big benefit is that you don't waste any time in traffic. So the worst parts of driving are in the morning and in the evening during rush hour. So you completely skip all of this. Another huge benefit is that you have lunchtime. So I know that you have that in the office, but you'll be working at your desk while you're eating, or you'll go out with coworkers and you're talking about work and you have to drive somewhere to get lunch, and it's a waste of time. By working from home, you have 45 minutes to an hour every day where you can, again, catch up on reading in your industry, work on your side hustle, work on outlining YouTube videos. So if you do this for just 45 minutes every day for a year, this would be about 185 hours of free time that you have that you can do whatever you want. The last big benefit is that once you finish work for the day, you're already home. This gives you more time to be at home and do whatever you want to do in your free time. Now the worst parts. Yes, there are downfalls. The toughest part is trying to get promoted. Since you're not physically present, it can be tougher to get a pay increase or become a manager. I'm not saying it's impossible. It's just more difficult than physically being there and having that face-to-face talk with your manager about promotions and pay increases. Now, depending on what your personality is, you may miss having that physical in-presence conversation with your coworkers or seeing people day to day. This can make it more difficult to build true relationships with your coworkers. For me, again, I just make sure that I'm physically in the office at least once a week to catch up with people. Another downfall is that you may miss details that are going on in the office because you're not there. So a lot of these are communicated by email and different meetings that you might attend via phone, but sometimes you're going to miss things like leadership changes or different projects that are being working on, or things that are changing operationally. Now, another downfall is that if you're married or if you have roommates, it's kind of expected of you to do most of the cooking and cleaning throughout the day. Personally, I'm pretty lucky that I don't have this type of issue, but I can definitely see this being a problem for some people. The last downfall is that people say, oh, you never really leave work, like you're always at work. If this is the case for you, it sounds like you're in the type of job where you need to get a new job altogether. Like, you're living for the weekend, so you need to reevaluate your own situation and figure out why you need to leave work so bad. Now, working from home definitely isn't for everyone. I've had friends that just couldn't handle it because of all the distractions that they have. Either they're playing video games, or they're watching TV, or they're doing chores like their dishes or their laundry. Like, if you have an employer that's giving you the ability to work from home and they rely on you and they trust you, this company has entrusted you with so much freedom to work from home. Don't burn them. It's so important that you put in your best effort every day. You don't want any managers questioning their decision of letting you work from home. So, while there are plenty of great benefits, there are also some downfalls. Now, before you start to work from home, you need to really reevaluate yourself and just think, are you going to be able to handle this? You don't have anyone that's going to be coming by and stopping at your desk, making sure that you're getting your work done. You need to be completely independent. Personally, this has worked out very well for me. I love just having the freedom of kind of controlling my own schedule to an extent, and it gives me more time throughout the day to get things done that I want to do outside of work. So the biggest benefit for me has been that time for lunch. That 45 minutes to 60 minutes gives me time to get outside, to go for a walk or go for a run, catch up with some of my family members by giving them a call, writing down some YouTube ideas, kind of filming some of these, and just so many different things that you can do for that 45 to 60 minutes where you're just home alone. You can do whatever you want. Thanks for tuning in. Until next time.